Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. Today we're taking a look at a very special build guide. Using no power armor, I'm able to solo the snake completely solo within 1 minute or around 1 minute consistently, depending on where my reloads are and how many times the snake attacks me. I'm using crippling damage here and a host of perks, but no stealth damage to achieve this. And if you do want to end up using this build with power armor, you absolutely can, as long as you use the same legendary perks. And if you end up trying the build for yourself and enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps support the channel. Let's get into the video. Starting with the Ultrasight Terror test. So starting this test, I'm gonna mag dump the wall with my Furious Pepper Shaker in order to stack Bullet Storm ahead of time, ahead of the fight. I'm also in a public world here, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. If you have this build set up right, once you reload, you'll be at 10 stacks, and it's time to start the fight. I'm gonna target the plate A so that I can cripple the snake in the first 10 seconds. I show you everything you need in this build guide that I set up on my channel for you to check out if you want to learn about how to cripple the snake in 10 seconds with just about any gun. And you want to cripple the snake as soon as possible because that's how you'll get the most out of this build, by doing the most amount of damage through Shotgun Champ, which is giving us 80% more damage with this weapon. I also have 2 pepper shakers going, and that's why you see me switch to a different pepper shaker after the snake is crippled, and this is because one has quad and one has furious. Meaning with the quad, I have 4 times the ammo capacity and I don't have to reload as much, allowing me to do more DPS over time. And the reason I use a completely different pepper shaker for the crippling is because ballistic weapons cripple faster, and this other pepper shaker is plasma. So in order to have one that has shotgun shell and one with plasma to do more damage after it's crippled, this is the best method, is to just run with 2 pepper shakers, one for crippling, one for damage. You'll notice I'm able to face tank the poison blast. I don't have to use any of my stim packs. I have Born Survivor on the build and only have stim pack supers on me. I'm also getting plenty of HP returned to me through the conductor's mod, which is allowing us to also regen AP while we're in V.A.T.S by holding the critical attack button down. For me, it's Y, it might be triangle for you, or spacebar if you're on PC, and you want to hold that button down so that you can use your critical attack as soon as it's ready. With this build, you will be critting every other shot. You have to hold the button down. And just like that, it's over in 1 minute 22 seconds. And it's always going to be around 1 minute or between 1 minute and 1 minute 30. It depends on your skill level, of course, and how much you trust yourself with this build, because you're gonna have to trust yourself. You're gonna have to sit through the poison blast and hold that critical attack button down, because it is healing you in the process and doing damage. So now I'm just opening the map to show you the world that I'm in is clearly a public world. I have seen some people claim in my comment section lately that I'm filming these in custom world, and I don't know how they can actually pull that angle when I use the builds every week on the live streams. They just don't watch the live streams, I guess. These are the 2 pepper shakers I use with this build, one for crippling and one for damage. Like I mentioned, this one is for crippling, and it has the Furious, Crippling, V.A.T.S optimized, and Conductor's legendary mods. It also has the Hex Barrel, Standard Magazine, and Gunner's Sight. This also has the Shotgun Shell or Ballistic Ammo type Standard Magazine for the reason that it helps cripple faster. Once the snake is crippled and falls on its belly, I switch to my quad plasma-powered pepper shaker. This has the quad, V.A.T.S enhanced, V.A.T.S optimized, Conductor's legendary mod, with the Hex Barrel, Plasma Magazine, and Gunner Sight, with the only significant differences being the quad, V.A.T.S enhanced, and Plasma Magazine from the other one. This will help us do a lot more sustained damage over time and allowing us to keep our Bullet Storm stacks longer. Next, we're going to take a look at the armor, and I'm going to start with the under armor. I use the shielded Vault 76 jumpsuit for the +1 strength, +2 endurance, but mainly the +2 intelligence, as I'm using science to boost my energy weapon damage on this build. I also get +2 luck, which is really nice considering I'm using limit breaking and this is a V.A.T.S build, and we need all the luck we can get. For the armor set, I'm using a full set of Secret Service armor. This has the Overeaters, Powered, Through Hikers, and Limit Breaking legendary mods on all pieces except for the 2nd star mod slot. On the chest it has Powered, on all the limbs it has +2 intelligence in the 2nd star mod slot. This is so that I can still have pretty good AP regen with just Company T and 1 Powered mod, and also boost my science damage through having higher intelligence on the build with the +2 intelligence per piece on my limbs. These are the special perk cards. I have 10 strength, 10 perception, 10 endurance, 3 charisma, 3 intelligence, 10 agility, and 10 luck. On the build, I have bringing the big guns. Your bullet storm stack limit is doubled. Shotgun champ, 10% damage to crippled targets per projectile your weapon fires, and you'll notice that with the hex barrel, the pepper shaker fires 8 projectiles, meaning that we get 80% more damage from this perk card to crippled targets, which is why it's crucial to cripple the snake in the first 10 seconds. Easy target, 75% range damage to crippled targets, so this is even more damage once the snake is crippled. Bullet Storm, gain 9% damage per 30 ammo spent, plus 10 max stacks. Lock and Load, you keep half of your Bullet Storm stacks when you reload, plus 1% reload speed per stack. And Blocker, I only have this at 1 star because I can only fit it at 1 star, and you do need something. It helps against that initial blow from the snake. Its only melee attack it does is with its head, and it can bring your health pretty low, especially if you're standing near or on an acid pool when it happens and you don't have some sort of melee damage reduction. Under Perception, I have Downranger. You do 20% range damage to far enemies. Tank Killer, your ranged weapons ignore 40% armor. Concentrated Fire, focus fire to gain plus 3% accuracy and damage per shot. Awareness, gain more V.A.T.S accuracy based on your perception. Under Endurance, I have Life Giver, gain more max HP per point in endurance. This means that the higher your endurance, the higher your max health points will be, so it scales off of your endurance. Ironclad, armor provides 25% more protection, double if wearing a matching set, and we are wearing a matching set of Secret Service, so we're getting 50% more here. Natural Resistance, increased elemental resistances based on endurance while not diseased. And this is crucial for taking the poison damage at the snake, as it is considered an elemental resistance to it, because the poison is an elemental damage. Thirst Quencher, increased max AP based on endurance while not diseased. This gives us more points in our max AP to spend in V.A.T.S with the Pepper Shaker before needing to recharge our AP. Bullet Shield, gain 20% deflect chance for 6 seconds when firing a heavy gun. Adamantium Skeleton, gain limb damage reduction based on your endurance. Starch Genes, you will never mutate from rads, and Radaway will never cure mutations. Rejuvenated, benefits from being well fed or hydrated are further increased when you have less than 10% rads. So we are not bloodied here, we are full health, and this still give us benefits. Under Charisma, I have Strength in Numbers. Positive mutation effects are 25% stronger if teammates are mutated too. This is why it's important to join a team. Even if you're not going down into the snake instance with a team, you can still go inside solo. It gives you that option. Once you join a team, you can walk up to the raid entrance and join solo. Tenderizer, each attack makes your target take increased damage. Under Intelligence, I have First Aid. Stimpaks restore more HP based on your intelligence. Field Surgeon, Stimpaks and Radaway heal 60% faster, and I only use Stimpak supers, which means my healing is very strong. Science, increased energy damage based on your intelligence, and this is why you see that I have +2 intelligence on all my armor pieces except for my chest piece, and this is because we're getting up to 38% more damage here on the build with this. It's also why I have this shielded Vault 76 under armor for the +2 intelligence. Batteries included. Energy weapon ammo weighs 90% less. Curator, the benefits of bubbleheads and magazines last twice as long. Gunslinger, your ranged weapons do 12% weak spot damage. Gunslinger Expert, 1% ranged weak spot damage per onslaught stack plus 3 max stacks. Guerrilla, you do 20% range damage to close enemies. Guerrilla Master, 5% range damage to close enemies per onslaught stack plus 5 max stacks. Evasive, chance to evade attacks based on your agility, no power armor. Born Survivor, falling below 40% health will automatically use a stim pack once every 20 seconds. Under luck, I have better criticals. V.A.T.S criticals now do 100% damage. One Gun Army. Heavy guns gain a 12% stagger chance and 75% limb damage. This one's important for crippling the snake in the first 10 seconds. Serendipity. While below 30% health, gain a chance to evade luck. Serendipity. While below 30% health, gain a chance to evade based on luck, no power armor. Ricochet. Gain a chance to deflect range attacks based on luck. 4-leaf clover. Misses in V.A.T.S now contribute to the critical meter based on your luck. Class Freak. The negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. Critical Savvy. Critical hits now only consume 55% of your critical meter. And these are the legendary perk cards. I have a full rank legendary endurance, full rank legendary luck, full rank legendary strength, full rank taking one for the team, full rank legendary intelligence, and full rank legendary agility. These are the mutations, and I'll go over the buffs after the mutations. For the mutations, I have Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Egghead, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, and Speed Demon Serum. I don't know why I have Scaly Skin. I don't recommend it on this build if you're not gonna fight, 6. It actually works against this build because it gives you minus 12 AP. For buffs, I'm actually going to start doing something differently. I'm going to start recommending minimum buffs and then recommended buffs. So these are the minimum buffs. I would start with at least Overdrive and Blight Soup. So you'll find Blight right outside of the raids. It looks like this. You'll find it on trees. And you only need boiled water and Blight to craft Blight Soup. And when you're on a team, it'll give you 125% critical damage for 30 minutes because of Strange in Numbers. So for recommended buffs, I would recommend at least starting with AP regen buffs. Just one is needed before you start the fight. This will help buffer your AP as the snake comes through the falls if you miss any shots and they don't land, and return AP on crit. So that'll help buffer that. You can also use sunshine oil. That's what I use in the video. It's a craftable, better version of canned coffee. And all these buffs stack with the first buffs, the minimum buffs, so keep that in mind. I also recommend using Big Guns Bobblehead and Tesla Science 9 magazine, as you do have Curator on the build. Let me know if you have any questions about the build in the comments below. I'm Miss Glass, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG!